Alright, folks. I keep dying at the boss. So, we're going to try it again. And this time I'm going to try to do it without dying. Okay? So we're going to try doing this. I've already died about 6 times. The only positive is that probably the enemies... Why are you not stabbing this thing? Probably the enemies that are waiting around the fucking area. Can you go, please? Thank you! Let's waste the fucking Estus Flask use already because you suck. Alright? Let's do that. We've had a million things happen that have just been horrendous. You've watched only like 3 of them. This thing is still alive. That's pretty amazing. So hopefully now that I've lost like 80,000 souls and shit, hopefully now... You better run away. Hopefully now I'll finally beat this fucking boss. To be fair, I really don't know what I'm going to do differently because no matter what I try, I die anyway, so... And more often than not, if not at all, it's the spiders that kill me, not the actual boss. So it just goes to show you what happens with this boss fight and why I hate it so much. Because these enemies, these spiders, they're the worst enemies of all time. I wouldn't care so much if these spiders weren't so goddamn devastating. But everything they do is like devastation. You can't just get like love tapped. It's always an excessive amount of fucking damage done. And even though they seem to be easy to kill, they're just not because there's so many of them. Like they probably would be easy to kill if there were only like 4 in this boss fight, but there's like 9. And you just can't keep track of them. So I've been trying every strategy. Last night, I did this boss fight without a problem at all. First try, it was done, and I was done, and I moved on. Now, this one, can you please go two-handed? I know I pressed the fucking triangle. I know I did. I know I pressed the triangle. I'm having an excessive amount of issues with my controls, too, by the way. But basically what's going on right now is I'm dying like 18 times. So, now like I said, the only good thing is I think this is the last time that these creatures are going to respawn, so that might be a good thing. It can't be more than 6, and it's been like 6 times that I've been here, so... Now, there are a couple of deaths that came before I got to this point, so that doesn't really count, but... Look at that. Look at how much health that took. Look how much fucking health that took. From just one little poke from this bastard. That's just ridiculous. That is completely and totally ridiculous. Like, you guys must have some crazy-ass arachnophobia that you think spiders are this powerful. Because they're really not. Like, if they poison you, that's one thing. We're not talking about being poisoned. We're talking about a spider love-tapping you, okay? That's fucking horseshit. It's the biggest crock of fucking horseshit in the face of the fucking earth. Now, where the hell am I fucking going? I mean, it's right in front of me. I can't lock onto it. It was right there in front of me. So after we waste another half hour or so just getting to this boss fight, we're gonna really, that's just fucking phenomenal. Where the fuck did you come from? What do you have, like, secret paths? And I'm thinking of going back with the winged spear because this katana is not doing it for me. I thought that its swipe, since it kills these things on one strike, I thought that its swipe would actually make a difference. It doesn't. Now, I'm not going to go with the hide spear because it's only a hide spear level 1. Solve it, level 1. But I'm going to go with the winged. And I'm going to put some magic on it. Come on, come out of your little hiding holes because I know you want to come out and play. With your fucking 2-hit fucking deaths. I got to change my weapon, so I'm going to wait for these things to come get me. Oh, look, there they are. There are still this many. This is a fucking farce and a half. Good thing I got that. Okay, so I ran out of fucking endurance again, huh? That's how that happened, huh? So I had like 36 endurance and 36 vitality, and for some reason I ran out. The only problem with the winged spear is it's slow. Yeah, all the fucking souls in the world aren't gonna make up for what I just lost. That just fucking irritates me. Well, there's only one of you, so... Like, I have thrown shit, I mean, it's gotten ugly. Alright, let's do this again. Or not do it again, or whatever. And of course, which one do you go for? The last one I want you to go for. I really just do not like these spiders. So I would assume that the best way to do this is to wait for this thing to attack, and somehow it still hits you. I really wish it wouldn't take that long to drink a flask, I'm just saying. For Dark Souls 3, can you do me a favor and not take that long to drink your flask? What? I mean, when it's like a phantom hit, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, what the hell just hit me? It wasn't one of those spiders, that's for damn sure, because I didn't see a spider anywhere near me. And it sure wasn't her. There's that beam. When she does that, you can get a couple of clean shots on her. By the way, that is a her. In case you're keeping score. I mean, I don't know who would want to keep score of how many female antagonists you have. Hello, pretty. Let's kill you because you're in my face. Now, she will reproduce spiders. Like that. Oh, come on. See, and here they come again. That thing does have massive range. So you're getting a real wealth of her abilities here. I don't know what that has to do with hitting her leg, but... Because I was totally, like, locked onto her face. And finally, after 85 attempts, finally, it's dead. Finally, I can move on with the goddamn game. Finally, I don't care. I don't care. Just kill this thing. Just kill this thing. Just kill this thing. Are you... It's broken? You didn't even tell me it was at risk. You just told me it was at risk. Now it's broke. God, you guys are the fucking worst, man. Anyway, if you come here, this is the Great Soul embraced. So, we embrace the Great Soul. I mean, I can't get over. You know how many souls I would have had right now? I would have had 150,000 souls right now. Now, when you go to the primal bonfire here, something's going to explode on top of you. So just first off, you got to kill the master. Just walk up to him and backstab him. He's dead. And he'll drop the key and a fragrant branch of yore, so we'll be able to get that. We also get the dark quartz ring. Now that I'm finally done with this goddamn place. Now watch out, like I said. Hold your breath. Just inhale, exhale. Right? Okay, ready? Alright. Now it didn't cost you any health, so don't worry. This is actually an ally. I don't know how that's an ally, but it is. If you try hitting it or shooting it, nothing's going to happen. You just walk up and talk.
No one has come this far, not for a very long while. Young Harlow, do you wish to shed this curse? Then accept the fate of your ilk and face the trials that await you. Unless you have already joined the crestfallen. Young Harlow, there are but two paths. Inherit the order of this world, or destroy it. Only a true monarch can make such a choice. Very few indeed have come even this far. And yet your journey is far from over. Half-grown Hollow, have you what it takes? Truly? Young Hollow, seek after Drangleic. He who almost became a true monarch. The Drangleic is certain to guide your way. Fledgling Hollow, may we meet again?
Before you go, what the fuck are you? So now it disappears. You have to talk to it, otherwise you can't light this primal bonfire. And if you don't, then you're missing the whole point of the game. So now we can light the primal bonfire. We'll head right back to Majula. And basically all we got to do now is head off to Drangleic Castle. Deal with that. Then after that, we have to get the... I mean, Drangleic Castle is a lot more than just Drangleic Castle. And you have to go to the Dragon's Eyrie. And then after that, you have to get the feather or whatever that you get from the Dragon's Eyrie. And then from there, you pretty much are on your own. I mean, it's... There's not really much more. I mean, the side, you know, the what do you call it? The DLC. That's about it.
What?
Hey, you want to reinforce this shit or you don't? I don't need your crap, alright, bro? And we're going to get another longbow, but that won't be for a while. And that's good.
I'll be around.
So I really wanted to level up a lot, but it's not going to happen. I think I have enough shit. We're going to go back to... Yeah, I'm going to pop these souls now. We're going to go back to the shaded ruins or whatever in order to get the last few items that are still available to us. Let me change this back. Get speed. And let's go to the Shaded Woods. Now, if you want, you can go return to that area to open up that door, and I think I'll probably do that too. I mean, like I've said, at this point, the creatures that are headed toward that area are probably all dead anyways. And I could just use a homeward bone and get back. Right, so let's go talk to Tark for the last time. Get whatever items he has left to give us and use this fragrant branch of yore in order to get another treasure that's a little bit deeper into the shaded woods. So let's finally be done with the shaded woods, because this place is kind of creepy anyway. Ah, and you got these guys. So Drangleic Castle is not really that long. I mean, it's not... There are areas to Drangleic Castle that are a little bit more elongated, if you will, than usual other areas. I mean, it's not just a castle. There's another spot. There's a whole bunch of things going on.
Skill. You've defeated my master. But our master never dies, and he changes form so that he may seethe for all eternity. Brave human, you have yet to face your greatest perils. Take these. May joy await you at the end of your travels.
He gives us a dragon scorpion stinger and the second dragon ring. The second dragon ring is a good ring.
I have no gods to... but...
The second dragon ring gives you more health. And equip load and everything. If you notice, we're at 85.2. Get more health. The stinger is not bad. In fact, I'm probably going to use it. It doesn't scale at all. It just has a base, and it's very, very fragile. But it does poison damage, so I'm going to try it out just for a sec. Now, oh yeah, let me kill you. Let me see if I can get the poison thing. Wow. That was horrendous. That was really fucking horrendous. I love the backstab that misses for some reason. Thank you. There you go. Run through you. Now, if you hit him enough, it's quick. It's a quick weapon. See, like what? See? And if you hit enough, it will give poison damage. It'll poison the enemy that you're fighting. So, it's a pretty decent weapon. Look at our endurance, too. You see how high that went? Can you run, please? Yeah. There are two of you. I get it. So right now we're doing a crazy-ass roll. And I don't want to use this too long. Not in an area like this where you can't lock on to most of your enemies. You and you. Gone. We got one more fragrant branch of yore, but before I take care of that, we got to kill you. And of course, I'm not touching you. Really? Cunt. I didn't realize how fragile the winged spear was. I mean, if you haven't been annoyed by these guys yet, you certainly have to be now. Even for my sake. The lack of lock-on is just the worst part of these guys. Like, if you could just lock onto them, it wouldn't be a big deal, but since you can't, it is. So break it, thank you. Now, there is another guy here, and he's got a bigger sword. He's got an actual blade. Oh, for God's sakes, will you just face the thing? Thank you. That's all. Not a big deal, right? And we've got a basilisk who's been turning everyone to stone. Yes. And then I gotta get out of here because this thing's gonna... Wow. Okay, I don't need to pray that long. I just wanted to get the guy back in animation over here. Animation domination. And that's the end of you. And it's the last area that we needed one. I think this is a... Nope. Okay. So this is it. This is all of the shaded ruins. We've gotten everything here. And you get a fragrant branch of yore, and you get Lion Mage robe, Lion Mage cuffs, so you get the whole gear. So, in the end, was it worth it? The answer to your question is, no, it wasn't. Now let's go back here, because I think there might be another statue blocking this. Or it's just a computer equation that that basically calculates that's as many times as you're going to need that thing. Yeah, that's all it was. Just a calculation. Now that that's all done, I believe we can go back this way. Ah, you fell down. And let's go back to Majula. It always says nullify human effigy effect. I don't even know what that means. Is that like a new movie? Oh, you know what I should have done? Shit. I shouldn't have gone back to Majula. I want to go back to Stelladora, whatever it's called. Now, like I said, when I'm offline, I might sunlight some bosses and get people to get past some bosses. No, not here. Oh, pardon me. So tonight, I'm already past this. And tonight, I'm going to be going through Drangleic and shit, so... I mean, I want to know why there aren't any bonfire aesthetics anymore. This place is so nasty. You got all this sand, you got all this junk lying around. It's such a nasty place. I mean, it's not my least favorite. That's the gutter. The gutter and that other spot. The Black Gulch. Those are the worst. There's no way these things are still here. I'm sure I've surpassed... No, I haven't. Jesus. I thought for certain I surpassed the amount of... Unless they don't do that anymore. There's supposed to be, I think it's like 6. 6 times that you can keep respawning enemies. Originally in Dark Souls 1, it was unlimited. And Demon Souls 2, it was unlimited. You could just keep respawning and enemy after enemy. Like, you could go... I mean, you didn't have bonfire aesthetics, which brought it up a higher +1... Like a higher plus level. But you did have the ability to keep regenerating and respawning enemies. Like you could just keep respawning enemies infinite amount of times. And in this game, I thought it was like the limit was 6 per area. So the only way you could get them to respawn again, you know, it's a way to stop people from basically spending 80 hours sitting in one spot with a lot of soul enemies, you know, like high soul enemies, and just boosting up levels like crazy. I mean, when you were growing up, when I was growing up, when we were playing role-playing games, we used to grind like Final Fantasy. You'd want to get to level 50s or whatever, so you would grind and you would grind and you would play for endless amounts of hours and just level up, level up, level up. Be careful, there are spiders everywhere here, so... I know you're shocked. And it's one useless door and one pretty useful door. So when you... Wait, make sure. So when you open... Yep. And here they come. That's alright. We just get them right in this little corridor and we kill them 1 or 2 at a time. And within this, we get the Black Knight Ultra Greatsword and Great Fireball and Fire Seed, which are all really, really useful items. So now I'm going to homeward bone this shit. We're going to find another character in Drangleic Castle that sells human effigies, so we're not out of luck with that. I still have... Wait, there was one other... Oh, yeah, a fragrant pressure, but I don't need that. Now, there are other areas that we can go to, but I think... Like, I am going to do the Doors of Pharaoh, so I'm going to do that later. I believe... Did I do that yet? I don't think I did it with this character. No, I didn't, actually. I didn't go... No, I got to do that. I got to go back to the Belfry Luna. I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry. I'm like all out of sorts here. I forgot the Belfry Luna. I have to kill this... There's an invading red phantom and a bunch of dogs in this area. And originally in this area you used to find the Bastille key, which we have already. But now it's something else. So basically you have no way of getting these enemies from up there. You have to just slide all the way down. I am so sorry I forgot this. And as you can see, we're filled with dogs. And there he is. There's the invader. He's not a space invader. He's just an invader. Vortigel the Sinner. Now, he's just as easy as everybody else. In fact, he's even easier because he has less health. And he's gone. Now, if you try... I always... And we got a human effigy from the dog. See that? The dog gave us an effigy. Dragon Tooth. And we got another human effigy. So there we are. Now we can use... Oh! And I didn't even have my Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. Now, I don't know how a dog gives you a human effigy, but it does. Okay, so what we got... Instead of the key, was we got the Dragon's Tooth. The Dragon's Tooth was Havel, the Rocks, you know, that guy whose armor we got, and we got an Enchanted Falchion. It was Havel the Rock's weapon, and it is stellar. It is a stellar-ass weapon. If you're a strength build, that is definitely the weapon you want. I'm not even, I mean, it's not as durable. It's not anywhere near as I'll tell you about the first game, Dark Souls 1. In the first Dark Souls... The Dragon's Tooth was so durable that if you used it at least for like... Because don't forget, you didn't have your weapons and items and armor and everything. They didn't get back to 100% durability just by resting at a bonfire. You actually had to get them repaired if you wanted to be able to repair them. It wasn't something that just happened. Oh, that's the Corrosive Urn. Let's see. Do I have... Yeah, I have 2 petrified something again. Yeah, we got 10 Pharos Lockstones. That's going to be more than enough. So you didn't have your items and everything repair themselves at a bonfire. You had to go to a blacksmith and have them repair them for you, or get a repair kit so you can repair them yourself. But it would always cost you souls. The Dragon's Tooth, if you didn't ever... repair that, and if you brought it to a place where there was corrosive, you know, liquid or whatever, which I don't think there was back then, but if you did, that thing would never, ever break. It never broke. It never broke. It had 999 durability. A weapon like this would probably have about 125 durability. 999. The thing was ridiculous. And I had a character that actually used it. It was like a strength build that had the black knight armor and everything like that. And that motherfucker would tank like you wouldn't imagine. It was ridiculous because that weapon, and you could use it as, you know, you could use it as a shield. You know, you could use it as whatever you want. And it was just stupid. We get the white ring. We get a bleed stone. We get Twinkling Titanite. And Twinkling Titanite. I got a lot of Twinkling Titanite. Too bad I don't have a weapon I'm using that I would actually have to bring to use, I guess, the Twinkling Titanite. In fact, with this young woman, well, I do want to get her intelligence up a couple, and I do want to get her attunement up to 4 slots. I plan to do some slots myself. I'm really not going to touch Faith, which is amazing because she's a sunlight character. Look at all that endurance. Look at this shit. And since she has such light armor, it doesn't really... I mean, it didn't seem as though... Let's go with the Black Steel again. The Black... Oh, by the way, the Black Knight Ultra Greatsword requires 13 Faith to use. This is a really, really, really good weapon. If you note, it does 100 fire damage and it's base at 186. So this thing is absurd. But I don't have the intelligence for it. That's usually the weapon I end up with, but I'm not going to do that anymore. Alright, so now that we've gotten everything, let's really level up now. The best I can. So we're going to pop those souls. And this is where I left off with Harley, the other character I'm playing. Whose name is actually Panda. But I made her look like Harley. Oh, we got a fire. You know what? That firelight's really good. That firefly light thing over there. Alright, so let's just be popping souls like there's no tomorrow. Now, we're supposed to find one of the keys here for the DLC. Yeah, as you see, like, white. This is the Executioner's. You see that other one right there? That other soul? That's Freya's soul. It's not like one of these big souls. Duke's Dear Freya. See, that's her soul right there. And that's 25,000. And then we have this. We're going to level up a lot, but, I mean, just add fucking 60,000 or 70,000 to that, and you'd see how much we would have really... Oh, I'm sorry.
Make your way to the castle.
Okay, level up. Endurance up one more. How many would I need to get to 4? That's not bad. Her intelligence is already at 20, though. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so what level is she on now? She is on 145. So about 55 more levels, I'll do the DLC. Yeah, her faith is kind of low. Yeah, she's doing okay. I think for now I'm going to lay off the endurance and vitality for a bit. Anyway, so where we go next... Well, where I'll go next is I will go towards the castle. And that will be... Where are we? No, I was right. I was right. The Ruined Fork Road. Now, this place has changed a bit from the last time I've been here. We have these knights as opposed to those weird, warped-looking, poisonous bastards. And I think we're going to have to fight the Flexile Sentry again. So let's do just that. Now, it's not here. I think it's here. I think this is the way. Yep. Now, don't go in that corner. Kill this guy first. Oh, you got nailed. I love when he just stops and looks at you like, are you shooting me? Yes, I am, actually. Oh, there he is. There's the other guy. Sling! Oh, nice. I guess that's why a lot of people use that. Now, there's a bonfire right at front of the castle, so it's not a big deal. I'll just drink. And I believe... Oh, wait, it's not here. It's over there. It's over there. You don't want to go in the corner. There are items in the corner, but you don't want to just go in the corner, because if you do, you're going to get overwhelmed. That's what happened to me yesterday. See? This thing is pretty hot, I have to admit. And there's another guy shooting arrows, I believe. Oh, there you are. No, you don't. There you are. Ah, it sucks not having poise, doesn't it? And just keep your eyes behind you because you don't want to get caught up. Alright, and now... Human effigy, 2 twinkling titanite, and a soul, and that's really, really good. They are giving away a lot more effigies, I have to admit. And whenever they have one of those stupid-ass invaders, they usually give you... Okay, so now we have to figure out what else is waiting for us. And it appears as though it's one of these guys again. And there is no Flexile Sentry. But these guys are back. There we are. Ah! Pretty tough. I might want to... You know what? Let's put that on. I'm getting a little tired of this. I'm going to put the shield on. I'll keep like this, but I just want to have the shield handy just in case. And we get the Golden Falcon Shield, which is what they're using in the Dragon Slayer Crescent Axe. I mean... The Dragon Slayer Crescent Axe is pretty nice. It's big. See, that's the Golden Falcon Shield that they're using. It actually is also a... Well, let's take a look. I think it's a crossbow. Yeah, it's a crossbow, see? So if you just one-hand it. Whatever. Where is the Great Axe? That's the dark side. That's the Dragon's Tooth. It's fucking amazing. That's the one. The Crescent Axe. It's a pretty good weapon. It's got a lot of damage, especially lightning damage. And it scales mostly with strength, though. But if you look at it, it's a one-handed axe. But you can double hand it. That's not what she's going with right now. Where is my... There you go. Okay. I do that because I want to make sure I have the quick roll. Now this is based on your soul memory, which we have a lot of. So if you've defeated the... I mean, even if you just get the soul memory, you're good. Now this is the Shrine of Winter. This is where, when you get the Frost Flower or whatever, this is where you'd get to the Kingdom of the Old Iron King. No, the Old Ivory King. That's where you would start that DLC, right there. In the lazy Shrine of Winter. You just go right there, and then, you know, we're going to get that flower real soon. If I've read correctly and heard correctly. Now, this is where the Flexile Sentry might be. We have another one. We have more of those phantom guys. Now, if you go this way, there's an item. Or there was. This is the... Yeah, there it is. This is the other... Soul over here. This is the other side of where we just were. And we're heading towards the Drangleic Castle. I mean, these guys are everywhere now. This is getting out of hand. You get Divine Blessing there, which is good. Let's see if I can shoot you with it now. Ah. Can I backstab you? Nope. Oh, these guys are even stronger. That's great. Ah, I gotcha. Because of the level ups in the ring, I can now swing 5 times and then roll. There we go. I'll drink up. Now you might want to put a shield on soon because there are going to be guys shooting arrows at you, and I don't mean these guys either. This item, you just go over here. You just pick it up. Human effigy and large silver name of soldier. We got some more human effigies now, which is good. And this is where Drangleic Castle is. Should be a sign right here. Drangleic Castle. We keep heading in this direction, and we're going to see a few bonfires. As you can see, it's raining. And the rain sticks to you. But this is a very large iron castle. But you don't have to go through... There they are. Come on. Come on. Let's see if I can nail both of you. Nope, just one. Let's change weapons. Let's go to the winged spear. And... there are a few more enemies that are going to come to us that are going to be very difficult in the spots that they're in. And we got Drangleic Castle, ladies and gentlemen. We finally made it. There's a crystal lizard. No. Come here. Yeah. They put them in more convenient spots. 3 Titanite chunks and a Titanite slab. Nice. Alright, so we've got 2 Mastodons waiting for us. Now, there are also archers up there. Not sure if you can see them. They're kind of lined up. So just get these guys. You know what? Oh, I forgot. I have poison arrows. And I am going to use them. Ba 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 ba. Ooh ah ooh ee ooh ah oh ah oh oh ah oh ah oh ah oh. Come on, attack. Attack! Yeah, they're really big in this one, but they're also really dead. Now, originally I was able to just conjure up one of them, but apparently this one wants to come out and play too. Well, if you're going to block it, it ain't going to work, right? Now, this place houses one of my least favorite bosses. Hey, go ahead. You know what? I'm just going to go like this. See, don't you love how I went from screaming, yelling, throwing shit to being like, oh, I'm the greatest player that ever lived. Try death. I don't even know what that means. I still even have my orange soapstone. Alright, now this area is a little bit of a bitch because you have to sacrifice your souls in order to open these doors. This is why I got the shield, see? Because they're going to start shooting at us. Now these are like lightning or something like that. So just kill this guy like right here. And then it'll go to that little basin. And that'll empower that statue, while this one will empower another statue. You have to get them like real close to the basin. So you can empower these guys. Or you can bring them to whatever you want to call it. And there we go. Oh! Okay, so now the door will open. As you can see, these golems look like giants. This is the technology that Vendrick brought back during or following the war with the giants. Shit like this. If you have extremely aggressive enemies, sometimes they will just keep attacking you, see? Now these guys have not improved in health at all, and they give you the same amount of souls. And the door is now open. But before we go there, of course, as you know, as you see, yep, these statues come to life. But they're just as easy as they've always been. That's like his personal guard. And I said it's like, I didn't say it is. Now, a lot of places here have hidden doorways, so don't drop there, you'll die. So like right here, this will take you down to this, which is nothing. But on the other side, but like I said, there's a hidden bonfire. Let's try to get all these guys awoken. Nope, just you, huh? No skin off my ass. Alright, at least one of these halberd spear dudes has to be coming alive, no? Yep, there we go. Let's try to get him away from the edge there. Oh, come on. Just for that, I'm going to really impale you. Yeah, those guys are pretty much everywhere here. You too or no? You too! Nope. And there's a treasure chest. That's just a regular treasure chest, no mimic. And in it we have great combustion and fire seed. You know, I really should think about using pyromancy. Now that I have 4 slots. And I plan to do some slots myself. And that's it. So that's all we have here. But just make sure that these things don't open. So now we're going to meet another NPC. Just make sure this is not... So I thought there was, but I guess I'm wrong. I could be extremely wrong. So we have another NPC right here. Now be careful because there are enemies hanging around down there. So just watch. But one of the keys to the DLC is down there as well. And we're going to talk to you.
And by whose permission do you stand before me?
By mine, motherfucker.
This castle is the domain of King Vendrick.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's intentional. Completely and totally intentional.
His Highness. Where has he gone? You are a guest of our castle. I am the Chancellor, Velaga. Do you seek an audience with my lord, King Vendrick? Unfortunately, His Highness is absent. My lord, the King, has... The Queen has taken him. My lord made magnificent findings on souls, an accomplishment for the ages. He vanquished 4 great ones and built this kingdom upon their souls. Our king has watched over this land since ages long, long ago. King Vendrick, we must fight back, or the giants will take Drangleic. The king had a dear queen, a woman of unparalleled beauty. Long ago, the queen came to us, alone, from a faraway land. She warned our lord of the looming threat across the seas, of the giants. The king crossed the ocean and defeated the giants with the queen at his side. The king commandeered their power and created the golems. With the golems, the king created this castle to celebrate victory and to show his love and his gratitude to his queen. The queen brought peace to this land and to her king. A peace so deep, it was like the dark. Is this some sort of a dream? Where am I? What has happened to our castle? Who are you? And by whose permission do you stand before me? Welcome, visitor. Our guests are treated with honor. This is the way of our castle. Tell me if you should require anything.
And now you can learn this one's me gesture. And you can talk to him some more.
My lord made magnificent finding.
But he's basically just going to say the same things over again. So now we can buy from him the Flamberge with no flame power at all. It's just Flamberge and that's it. And the Lucerne, which is like a halberd. It's a big one, real big one. He also sells the Bracing Knuckle Ring +1, which slows equipment degradation by a lot. Infinite amount of magic arrows, infinite amount of lightning arrows, and bolts of similar types. He sells 10 Radiant Life Gems, old Radiant Life Gems, 10 Wilted Dusk Herbs, 1 Divine Blessing, and unlimited repair powders. And he also sells the Great Magic Barrier Miracle, which we're not going to get. So we're going to leave him.
Gone so soon. Be safe on your travels.
We're going to become pervs. Now, if you go up this way, you can actually see the throne room. If you prefer. You can open this door, like in Bloodborne, and you can see the throne room. There's the Queen's throne, there's the King's throne. They're pretty big people, aren't they? Now, I don't know what the story is, why they're so large, but they were pretty big. And King Vendrick was doing some shit with giant souls. So, if you go down this staircase, in here is the bonfire, but there is an enemy waiting for it. No, there's not. Okay. No, it's in here. I'm sorry. There used to be an enemy in here, but there's... You're lying! So there's nothing here. But there is a bonfire. Where is the bonfire? No, not here, huh? I'm pretty sure there's a bonfire somewhere. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm not extremely sure. I thought there was, but... It's probably not in any of these. It's definitely not underneath there. Ah, come on. There has to be a bonfire. There are a lot of hidden things in this area. I'm going to keep checking until I find it. I mean, there is a bonfire nearby. Whatever. Let's just keep going then. And there's another one of those knights. And he's just as easy to destroy as his friends. There's that. There are... Oh, okay, so I do need a fragrant branch of yore. This door leads to absolutely nothing but a treasure. I mean, this place is not going to confuse you with different paths and everything. It's pretty straight up. Which is good. Sublime Bone Dust. That's the last of the Sublime Bone Dust. So, we will now be at a +5. Like, for instance, these doors, they can't be opened. These guys were never in stone. They were usually just walking around. But now they're stoned. There's door ahead, but there's no door, actually. Oh. Nice shot. Okay. Now I wonder, and this is also a door that does not open. Nope, he does break out, so I don't even need my fragrant pressure door. Nice. The sword guys are the easier ones, as you've noticed. Now we go through here, and there will be a bonfire here. And it'll also lead to one of the worst parts of this kingdom. I don't think it's not terrible if you play it right, but it's still tough. Now these guys do pop up if you want them to. You can strike them. That's up to you. I wouldn't... Up, there we go. And they're a little tougher than the ones we've been fighting, but they're not so tough. I mean, look at how much health that took. And down there we need the ring. That's where we'd fight Nishandra. Here is the next area. And in here is the bonfire. And there should be... Nope, there's nothing. I gotta look that shit up. And I have time to do that. So let's go back to Majula. I'm gonna go here for 1 second. Let me just... Now you would think that the key to the DLC would be right there. We're just going to go here. We're just going to burn the last Sublime Bone Dust. So now we're at a +5. That is the extent of how far we're going to go. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to Drangleic, the King's Gate. Let's try to find that frozen flower. Apparently it's right here. I mean, I don't want to go too far into this because I'm at like 51 minutes, so I'm going to stop here. There's one of my brethren. This is where we want to go next. And I do not see anything. How about over here? That's where we just were. How about over here? Ouch. Now I'm just trying to figure out why exactly this guy can keep swinging, but I can't. Where is... Is that not the first bonfire? Perhaps I did miss one. Let's take a look. Oh, that's where you came from. And of course you did that, which I don't want you to do. Wow. How the hell did I not die? I thought I was totally dead right there. I mean, that you can just walk away from. You don't even need to worry about that. Where is that other bonfire? I know there's one here. I know there is. Like, I'm sure. And I'm not confusing it with the one at the crypt. Unless it's here. I gotta check this shit out. Anyway, let me go back to the other bonfire, and then I'm going to call it a day. But I have to find this this key, this flower. It's not here. All right. Well, anyway, folks, that'll be it for today. I'm going to go find the flower, and when I do, I'll show you where it is tomorrow. So until then... Thank you for watching, and I will be back tomorrow, so see you then.